Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Fur in the Fan. Today we're going to continue on with our front wall framing. We have actually completed the framing. I'm going to let you look down here. Let's zoom you in a little bit. As you can see here, I've gone ahead and I put in our braces. Underneath our protective cardboard, you can see our lovely, beautiful new floor. You can also see this piece of wood right here, in which I've beveled this end right here so that when we lay our new wall in, it'll come right down and make a nice smooth transition. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go ahead and cut our piece of plywood that'll form this inside wall. Oops. Before we cut out our plywood wall, I just wanted to point out that we've also cut and installed our center rib here. We used pocket screws here to connect to our spar, and then in the bottom I have screwed it in to the top, and there's a screw coming in from the bottom. So that's going to be nice and secure. Now let's get on to our plywood cut. We've measured the distance between the spars and our floor on the trailer. Then we took that distance and we did a measurement from the edge there and put a line here to where now we're going to cut our first interior piece of plywood. We're going to use our safety earmuffs. We'll use our safety ear protection and our really loud saw. That's a really nice cut. We'll take a piece of sandpaper just to knock off the rough burrs, and then we'll put it in the trailer. And I'm just sanding the edge here just to knock off any of those pieces of wood that would want to become a sliver in our hand. And it kind of helps it from chipping out if by chance it gets caught on the wall there. Either way, that's all we're going to do for this. Now we're going to put it inside and hope it fits. Just a little FYI, because our walls are curved here, in order to measure them, it was pretty tough with a steel tape measure. So what I did was I used one of these sewing or fabric tapes, and then I just placed it along our curve here, and I was able to measure. Great little tip there from fur to you. Let's go get that wall. We're having a little bit of trouble fitting it. That's why I left the ceiling open. We're going to have to bring it in from the top. Uh-oh, that's not going to work either. As you can see in your top corner there, yeah, we have our side bracing or blocking. That's what it is. We have our side blocking and it's wider. So maybe we'll have to bring it in through the, I'm going to have to move the camera. Hold on. Let's try to bring it in from the back. Okay, with a little fussing and maneuvering, we were able to get our first sheet of plywood in. Isn't that pretty cool how it forms the curve? Oh, I see a problem. After wrestling to get that piece of plywood in, it's got to come back out. Why would you say that, Fur? Well, we're gonna go ahead and cut it down so that it actually will go right to the center of this spar here. And then our next piece will go from the center of this bar up 48 inches to the next bar. So we're gonna have the joint of this wall here. It'll be inside of some cabinets that we're gonna be building. So let's go ahead and mark it and then take this back out. We've taken the wall, this panel, in and out a couple of times. We now believe it's going to fit. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour glue along this entire bottom strip here. We're going to pour glue up this rib. We're going to pour glue on all these inner ribbings, braces, spars, brackets. Anything we could put glue on to hold this main wall on is what we're going to do. I think what we're going to do is just put glue on our bottom piece here and our bottom side bracket. And then we'll go ahead and we'll tack that into place. All right, let's go tack that into place. So we'll take our wall, need to bring it between our cardboard and the main floor. And we're going to go ahead and put a few tacks. Just to hold it in place. Okay, fold that on down. All right, Fur and the Fan friends, you can see that our inside wall from about here down has been glued and tacked into place. And it was quite a challenge getting it in there. The glue was running everywhere. I think what I'm going to do now is, it's 102 in here and it's almost 9 o'clock at night. So what I'm going to do is I want to caulk the underside of this and the other side, put a nice bead of caulk underneath here. And then I'm going to fill up this little itty bitty air pocket here with more glue. You can look down inside of there and you can see it's got a couple of air spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill that with glue. And then the caulk will hold it in place until it dries. And then we're going to come back tomorrow and finish installing this upper part with glue once the bottom is set.